So I recently got a question. The question was, how much growth should I expect on my Japanese maple in the growing season? So the short answer to that is 6 to 12 inches. But really the deeper, more complex answer to that is basically it's going to depend on the type of tree. It's going to depend on if it's in the landscape versus a container. It's going to depend on factors such as sun, water, fertilization, your weather that year. So there's a number of different things that are going to come into play as far as how much your tree is going to grow. So, but one of the biggest things is definitely going to be just the genetics of that tree. So let's have a look at some trees here, and you can see the difference in how much they grow in a season between different varieties, excluding all other factors. Okay, so here we're looking at Acer palmatum Shayna. We've got Inaba Shidari beside it, and Tsukasa Silhouette beside that. And just for fun, we may as well throw Shishigashira in. All right, so let's have a look here. Now this is an easy one, Tsukasa Silhouette. Now, if we look at this, we see these long shoots that are coming up here, and this is the new growth this year. So basically we've got about 12 inches of new growth on Tsukasa Silhouette here. Now if I go next door to it, to Inaba Shidari, the growth on this, the new growth, is about 2 inches. Barely 2 inches of new growth, this fresher, purpley colored growth here on this stem. This is older growth from last year, and this is the new growth. So big difference. You got 2 inches here, and you've got 12 inches on this one. And likewise, if we move over here to Shishigashira, we can see here's our older tufts, the growth that would have been from last year, and then here's a new shoot from this year, and that is about 7 inches long. And so not uncommon for that. I've seen bigger Shishigashiras have kind of that similar growth when they go. You can also see that it's not necessarily coming from every direction as well. There's only some shoots that are growing up, and others it's a lot smaller, versus say on Tsukasa Silhouette here, there's a number of different shoots that are all popping up off that, and they're all growing very long. And likewise over here with Shayna, the new growth, again, similar to Inaba Shidari, is only about 2 inches long. So not uncommon. This is a dwarf type and a broom, so typically it's going to have smaller growth. So going to depend, it's going to vary tree to tree, you know, based on their own genetics, based on all those other factors we mentioned earlier, the climate, the water, the fertilization, sun exposure, all those things, and even from year to year. So there's a lot of different things that affect how these grow, and there's no panic if it doesn't grow 12 inches in a season, you know, or changes from year to year. Your trees are a little bit like you in the sense that every year is a little different, and a lot of different contributing factors that determine the health of the plant. So guys, thanks for tuning in. SimplyJapaneseMaples.ca is where you can find us, and keep on growing. From Tsukasa Silhouette and the rest of us, till next time.